doctors, pilots, engineers, and so forth. But some of them, they succeed and others, they don't succeed. Let me tell you a little story about me. When I was very young, I was a young little girl. Most of the people come and ask me, who do you want to be in your future? I say, I would like to be a professional medical doctor. So they applauded me because I answered confidently. Years passed. I passed my primary level, ordinary level, and advanced level. After that, I got a scholarship to India. So I studied there and I succeeded to get a diploma and certificate of the medical doctor. After there, I came back to Tanzania. For 2 weeks, I've been dreaming about the same dream since I arrived here in Tanzania on how I'm going to be a medical doctor because I was very confident since I've passed all the levels of my life. Imagine, for 20 years, you have been dreaming of only that one dream. Imagine, 20 years, only one dream. But at the very end of the interview, when I entered, and before that, I got very drunk due to the pressure of my friends. I was very drunk. So the next day of my interview, first, I was late to appear in my interview. Though I reached there, the judges just told me that I've already failed, but I did not show that since I overconfidence myself because I knew I had certificate that will prove to them that I'm very serious. So after there, it was just like I was speaking like a drunkard person who I don't understand. I look like a witch. Imagine, for only 30 minutes, it has destroyed my life. It has turned my life to be upside down. Now it has been 35 minutes. I'm here. Please, my dear friends, I'd like to tell you that do not count your chickens before it hatches, or else you just end up like me. Look at I here. I'm a builder. Please, and thank you very much.
Let us have Faith Patrick Kipigapasi.
This was a quote given by my sister. At that age, I didn't understand. I saw like it was just a jerk piece of advice. But one day, I came to realize the truth. How that quote is very important in our lives. I was once a pupil, a student in a debate. I took myself as a winner, a best winner, without knowing what was there before me. I didn't know what my opponents prepared for me. And I just said, wow, I'm a winner. Then I entered to the room of debate, and unfortunately, I failed so badly. Then I went to sit down and thought, what made me to lose? Didn't I have confidence? I showed confidence. Didn't I have strong points? Yes, I did have strong points. But the thing that failed me, I considered myself as a winner before knowing what was there in front for me. But now, I'm successful. Just because of this quote, consisting of 7 words. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I had a friend. She used to follow at this. Now we're both successful. We help each other to this and that. So before I leave this stage, I leave you with an advice saying, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And also, don't see yourself as a winner without knowing what is there for you forward. You may say today, I have a dream of becoming a doctor, without knowing what is between your life and choose to become a doctor. Do not say, yes, I have passed someone, without knowing his or her ability. That will make you lose badly. So, do not predict your future without knowing what is forward of you, and do not count your chickens before they hatch. For this, thank you.
103. I'm counting my chickens. No, I don't mean that. I'm not counting so. I mean counting my success. Many people today count their success before times allow them to do so. Listen, once when I was in primary school, I had a dream to become a great businesswoman. Then I knew that for my dream to come true, I need to study very hard. I studied very hard everywhere. Deep the sea and high the sky, I studied. When the light is there and when there is no light in the darkness, I studied. In the day and in the night, studied. And I did well in my exams. Primary, I became the best one. Secondary, advanced, also university, I became the best of all. But after finishing my university, I went and achieved my goals of becoming a great businesswoman. And I had money, I became famous. Then I said to myself, what is this for? I am already successful. I have money, I have everything that I wanted, and I have people behind me who love me a lot. Then why should I work hard as a poor woman who is finding her own life while I am rich, I am famous, I have everything I want in this world. I have already got my life. Then what should I find anymore? Then I started partying with my friends every weekend, spend time with my friends, making some stories which are nonsense of them, talking about celebrities who never helped me anything in life, and every day doing shopping. Then I lost everything, and I one day came to understand that don't count your chicken before they hatch. Don't count your success before time allows you to do so. Thank you for your time.
Nirvana Shana.
I counted the chickens before they hatch. I predicted my future before I succeed. What do I mean? Here I have a short story about me. It was like this. Once, as a student like you, I had set the big plans for the future. I remembered one day we had the exams. Before doing that exam, I told my friend that, you know that I am bright. I have a lot of confidence that I'm going to win this exam and I'll be the first with all exams 100 score. I advised my friend that not to study because studying is a wastage of time. Studying subjects like mathematics, history, physics, chemistry, it was a wastage of time. But my friends did not even listen to me that if we don't study, we're going to fail the exam. Then I said, even if you don't listen, it doesn't bother me because I know that I'm very bright and I'm going to perform. All in all, after the exam, I was a loser. My friends start laughing at me, bullying me. My teacher hates me a lot because I was stupid. I did not listen to words told by my friends and teachers. That day, I remember that don't count the chickens before they hatch. Don't predict the success before you succeed. So, in order to become a good student, so that you can achieve the plan which you have made, you should be patient with your goals, time, hard work, the challenges you are facing, evaluating yourself in all the subjects. And by this, I leave to you by saying that don't count the chickens before they hatch and don't predict the future before you succeed. Thank you. Why? Why has this all happened to me? I thought I'd be successful. I thought I'd become rich. I thought I'd become famous. But all this, I've become in vain. I was a prostitute. I always played in other people's bodies. I always met in their pockets, finding money so that they become rich and successful. I was playing in other people's bodies, in casinos, bars, lodges, anywhere. as long as I can get money to sustain my own living. It's very difficult. You can say it's very annoying, but it was my perception. It's what I chose. But now, as you can see, I'm suffering, very suffering. I'm infected with HIV or AIDS. I'm coughing, lots of body weight, sores everywhere on the face, as you can see. It's very painful. I don't have even time. People are running away from me just because just because I'm in this way, just because I was a prostitute. It was my perception. I did not do. I did not even want to be like this just because of money. Just because I wanted to be successful and rich. That's why I chose this way. It's very difficult. You can see it's annoying, but in my perception, I chose this. I wanted to be this so as I may become rich and successful. I want to leave you guys with one thing to say. You have to choose one among two: the pain of regret or the pain of discipline. Thank you. Hi, it's Madia, right? Yeah, it has been so long. Where are you? I'm busy enjoying. Life is too easy. What do you say? Guess what? What? You know, the results are out. What? Are you serious? Yeah, very serious. Oh. Oh, okay. Send me a link. Send me a link. Yes, easy. I can speak to you through the phone. Okay, it's okay. Just tell me. But you're never going to believe what I'll tell you. Hey, kid. I'm the genius of the class. Just speak it. So, you ended up having the chicken. What? No! No! Do not count your chicken before they hatch. You know what? Many people, they are asking themselves, what happens when you count your chicken before they hatch? What will happen? Dear audience, anyone to try? Dear judges, anyone to try? Okay, let me tell you. Once I was on my O-level studies, I used to be a first one, always being a great one. I did not even catch even the last position. I always used to be a top one. Can you just believe it? Can you? Yes. Okay, let me tell you this. All teachers, my fellow students, they used to praise me. You are a genius. No one can defeat you. No one can take your position down. You know what? I was really boosting myself. Oh yeah, I'm genius. No one can defeat me. Yeah, I'll always be top one. You know what happened? The NECTA exam was approaching, the Form 4 NECTA exam. Believing that I am genius. Yeah, I cannot study. Even though I do not study, I can perform through my overconfidence, through my plans and assumptions which I used to plan myself. They went wrong. When the results came out, I was expecting positive results, but the results were negative. Can you just imagine? Can you? Can you? Dear audience, I'm leaving you with this information this afternoon. Dear judges, I'm leaving you with this information this time. Do not expect your success. If you do not expect your success, thank you for your time. In life, in what? You may have many perspectives that you can win, but that's not true. When I was young, I had a dream, a very great dream, to become a medical doctor. Then I entered in college. College totally destroyed me. I engaged myself in bad peer groups. I engaged myself in love affairs. Finally, I got what I have now. I I got what I didn't meant to have it. Because I counted my chickens before they hatch. I called my mom and I told my mom, Mom, I'm pregnant. She started crying in the moment I finished the word pregnant. It came sorrowful in my heart, sorrowful in my mom's heart. I want to give you something that you can learn, something that you can move with it. You can plan your goals, your dreams, but if you won't be careful, you can end up in bad situations. Some of the situations which you can end up, it's like mine. I'm pregnant. My parents don't want to continue paying for me school fees. They don't want me to continue with my studies because I disobeyed them by engaging myself in bad things. I leave it with this message. When you are planning your goals, plan them with a big plan. Plan them that you're going to achieve them in the future. Don't end up in bad things. Don't engage yourself with people who can engage you in bad peer groups, or they can convince you in bad things. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to end up really badly. When I called my mom, I went back home. Then they totally destroyed my plans. They told me to abort the child in my tummy. But I refused because I was not completely in my dreams. So I said, I live with the message. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Count your chickens before they hatch. Let me tell you a story about a lady who dreams to become a very popular singer. But she did not know that her dreams will once be destroyed. She had a beautiful voice, but in front of people, she was nervous. And look what happened. She failed. She had a lot of dreams after being popular. She bought a lot of dresses. She took money from people telling them that I will return. She just counted her success before knowing that I might fail. She looked at them and told them, don't worry, I'll just pay you back. I'm just taking this for a moment. When it be successful, your money will get it back. But look at now. She's very, very, very sad. She does not know what to do. All the money she took, she doesn't have any penny to return it to them. She counted her success. She knew that she will be successful without knowing that I might fail, without knowing that I am nervous. And now she's poor, looking for money so that she can pay the other people. I would like to tell you all that don't count your chicken before they hatch. Look at your failures and look at the things that will make you successful. Then use them. Use to correct yourself. And also use them as the weapon you have. For this, I would like to leave you by saying, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Sure. I used to study a very good school like yours. My dream was becoming a very grateful engineer. And see what? Now I'm very famous. Everyone knows about me. These kinds of stuff are very normal to me. If there's any child, who am I? The answer is Karen, the great and famous engineer all over. One day, when I was perusing my phone, I saw a very beautiful woman exposing her house. Then I was asking, who is this woman? Owning very good house. I started saying, why can't I own this house like this woman? I started dreaming of having very good house. I started investing in my house and using a lot of energy during my house in construction. I was even showing it off all over the areas. People were commenting it positively. Then I was insulting other people who had bad houses and giving such kind of abusive language. Without expecting, the following day, earthquake occurred. My house went down without imagining like this far. It became very worse house. So when I went to look it, the journalists were there taking it and asking me question. Why is this house like this? Why is the house that you are dreaming of? With my sadness heart, and I started crying. All of my money, all of my energy which I spent to build the house went down. So I want to leave with this message that all of you, before you do anything, before you conduct anything and give out and expose it to people, don't be assured of things that we are talking about. So we should be very careful and we should not be proud of your things that you are speaking in front of people. Thank you.
This one is not fair, Agano. But I've been always doing good than you. Then why my name is not here? Guys, you know, I have always been better than Agano since primary. And now we have both been called in a job interview. And Agano has passed me. And this is because I was more courageous than Agano, but I counted on success before the results. This is what makes me to be lower than Agano, and that is why I'm not here. So I want to leave you with this. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Like what I did. I counted on myself success while the results were not out. Thank you.
Don't count your chicken before they hatch. We all know that everyone inside here has dreams, isn't it? Some of you wishes to be doctors like I. Some of you wishes to be teachers. Some of you wishes to be nurses. And even some of you wishes to be engineers. People study very hard so that they may reach their goals. And there are people who are trying to endanger their lives. There are people who are trying to risk their health just to reach their goals. Let me give an example of the teacher that we are having in our schools. Every teacher in a school has to believe his or her students. They are teachers who enters in the class and says, you and you, I just see you playing. I don't see that you're going to become any person in this world. It's better that you stop schooling. But the same teacher is the one goes to another student and tell her that you are going to be the greatest person in this world. The teacher thinks themselves as they are God, who is the planner of everything in this life. The teachers forget that there is time which has the power to change things in this life. A teacher may go to other teachers or another person and say, in my class, I have students who are going to be the greatest doctors, the greatest engineers, and the greatest people in this world. But that is not true. We all know that people changes according to time. Time has the power to change a black hole into a diamond. But also we can find parents in our homes trying to favoring one child but not the other child. A parent may be proud of having one son who is better than the other, even not thinking of how another child will be feeling. A parent may be loving a first son more than the other son and say to the people, he is going to be my helper in the future. He is going to be the greatest person who is going to make me feel proud of her. But forget that he or she has another children back at home. Thank you.
Naendelea vizuri tu. Maji hapo nimekwaza na ndugu fulani.
Wewe dogo tena kumpiga noma.
Ndio. Unajua nini? Nimeanza sigara.
Asante. This is the life I'm living. Don't predict the future before you see it. You can predict the future about something, but the result may come out you did not even expect to be. Once I was in a primary level, I was dreaming of becoming a civil engineer. But when I reached the secondary level, I met good peer groups and bad peer groups. I did not know on which side should I go. So I chose the bad peer groups. And as a result, this is how they taught me how to wear. And also, my mom and my dad kept on insisting me, telling me, this is not how your dreams can be fulfilled. You must leave this bad peer group and join the good peer group. They told me, your dreams cannot be fulfilled in this way. Bad peer groups are teaching you how to skip classes, how to smoke. You are skipping classes and going to clubs. And it's true. I kept on skipping classes and going to clubs because of these bad peer groups. And the result, this is how I am living. It can't pass a day. I did not smoke. I did not drink alcohol. This is all. I predicted the future that I did not know what would happen between my dream and what will come and what will be the outcome of my dream. Thank you.
Have you ever thought of being proud of yourself? Well, let me narrate you this story so that at the end of this story you may understand that don't count your chicken before they hatch. Well, I registered myself in a local competition of acrobatics. While I was in the competition, I had this talent. We before the competition we learned to do splits, the flips, everything. I was so proud of that and I was so comfortable for that. Well, after it was my turn on the stage. After my friend whom passed, it was my turn. I walked on the stage. I was I was a little bit nervous while I was on the stage, but I did as hard as I could and I passed. Well, I was so proud of that. I felt pride of being a winner. Then it came that the judges announced for the second round, whereby my friend was so nervous. She worked hard, but in my heart I said, well, I passed the first round. How comes I cannot pass the second one? I will, and I will be strong. Not working hard, I waited for my turn. When it came, I lose my chance. I failed. For this little story that I had, I leave you this message that you have not to be proud of what you have. You have to work hard. No matter the first time that you won, even the second time, you have to work hard because you don't know what's next. Maybe you can win the first time, but not the second time. You have to work hard. Can't you see me like this? The second round, I failed. I got an accident. For this, you must go with this quote that don't count your chicken before they hatch. Please buy sardines. Please buy sardines. Oh, my friend, is this one who was thinking she was the billionaire children? Yes, she is. Please buy sardines. Look at her right now. Oh, I'm tired of this life. Can you imagine? I was one of the child of a billionaire person, but look at my condition right now. I'm living a miserable life. Just imagine. I'm telling you, don't count your chickens before they hatch. There was a friend who told me, Layla, don't take advantage of your parents' money. Just study hard. I was smoking.
But I told them, you're just poor. That's why you're telling me like that. They are studying, but I wasn't. But my dear, this life is too miserable of selling just sardines. Can you imagine? I wasn't wearing like this. I was just wearing new clothes. Even if they were stained, I was just taking them and throwing them without knowing if some people need some of the clothes to wear. But look at me now. I'm the one who wearing those clothes. So I'm telling you, this is a miserable life. Don't predict your future. I predicted my future. But look, I said, when my parents get old, I'll take their wealth and I'll spend much time with it. But my parents passed away, and that wealth were given to orphanage people. I'm so poor right now. Even people abuse me because of my poorness. I used to brag while at school. I was usually the last performance. So, my dear, I'm canceling you. You'll remember me at once. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't predict your future. Ask God to help you to read tomorrow. Thank you.
Chimwemwe, Narvin, Alenasa, Zua, Karen, Tekla, Gladness, Faith, Paula, Sophia, Martha, Charity, Paida, Mary Cruz, Nirvana, Doreen, and Jennifer. Come inside. We announce stage performance. There are competitions for those things specifically. So when you come here, try as much as possible to do public speaking and not drama or acting. Others are not here. I wonder, okay, the 8 finalists are, I'm going to cancel people. If your name is here and you are not here, it means you do not want. Martha njoo tu. Sisi tunakuita muda wote ufiki. Drum rolls please. Chimwemwe Lisungu kipiga pasi. The second finalist, Zua Raymond Mkwazu. The third finalist, Faith Patrick kipiga pasi. The fourth finalist, Sophia Adam Mwaipiana. The fifth, Charity Frank Isinika. The sixth, Faida Masanja Saleh. The seventh, Nirvana Mshama. And the last finalists, ladies, Jennifer John. You already know the final topic, a letter to my future self. You'll have 3 minutes and you can now go to prepare yourself. Bring the microphone. Where's Zua?